Hello everyone, Brave Belly here. Today on the channel, I'm reviewing the 24-hour combat rations developed for the Royal Netherlands Armed Forces. This is menu number 3. We have almost 6 pounds of food here, guys. Check it out. A lot of food. We're gonna eat it all. So I hope you guys brought your appetite. Buckle in for a long ass episode. We're gonna be trying everything on the menu. We're gonna see if it's any good. Without further ado, let's get it on. All right, guys, so here we have it. This is what it's looking like. Just a heavy duty plastic see-through bag. That way we can see everything inside. It's got a nice little handle, of course, the little Ziploc. And we have everything here in the Dutch language, which I cannot read. Some of it has English. So apparently for breakfast, we have a chocolate muesli, prune, almond, and seed porridge. For lunch/dinner, we have a Mexican style tuna with pasta, Italian pasta meal. So here we have it. Let's go. I'm gonna open it up. Very straightforward. We don't need a knife, of course. If you guys are looking at these are gonna be today's knives. This is one of my favorite knives that I've been using for the last couple of weeks for my daily carry. It's a cheap Chinesium. All right, but it's the Smith & Wesson M&P Special Ops. Check it out. Boom, I love the action on this one. I love its lines, the way it looks, super sharp. Yeah, it's my favorite knife. And then this I picked up recently, also Chinesium. Okay, check it out. It's from a company called Cobra Tech. Boom. All right, awesome knife. And let's go. All right, so let's see what we have. We have a whey protein powder. So those of you that have been watching my channel for a while know that I review a lot of protein powders. We'll see if this one's any good. We have a little Danish flag over here. So a lot of this stuff is actually made in Denmark. All right, but yeah, it comes even with a handbook with, like, I guess, check out the little list over here of what it has, a little bit of everything. I'm not gonna read the whole entire booklet, obviously, but just really nice touch. Never seen this in any military ration, so it's pretty cool. Just some insight, little maybe backstories, etc., etc. So pretty cool that has like extra info to read and stuff. So nice touch, okay? Then we have what looks like some kind of isotonic beverage. And here goes another one. We're gonna try everything, like I said. If I was gonna guess, this is lemon, this is orange, but I could be wrong, we'll find out. Yep, it says orange flavor and lemon on, no, grapefruit on this one and grapefruit on this one, all right? Gonna lay it all out. Here we have another isotonic. This one is exotic flavor. I love seeing like weird things like that is not common here in the States. Something like exotic flavor. We would never have that description, so it's cool to check it out and see. All right, and this whey protein is vanilla milkshake. 74% protein powder. I'm not sure how many grams. It says 74 grams of protein, which not bad at all. All right, looks like we have our first meal here. It's gusseted, and the first item that actually kind of looks military, although this looks military looking. Everything else does look kind of like commercial, okay? So that was my first observation. And what do we have? Expires in 2026, so we're good. We have a whole year. This is the main course. This is their Italian pasta. So we're gonna be having that after breakfast. What else do we have here? This is the prune, almond, and seed porridge. So we're gonna be starting off with this and the chocolate muesli, which is that right there. This is the Mexican style tuna with pasta. So we have a lunch and a dinner. Looking forward to these. So what I did notice also, no canned. Everything is in these little gusseted bags. So I guess maybe, keeps everything a slimmer profile perhaps. that could be it. We have an accessory bag. I'll open that up in a second. And guys, just want to say this bag seems really heavy duty and very convenient to throw all the garbage bag in, you know, all the garbage back in here. You don't have to tear it open. So it's a nice touch, you know, very commercial looking. So that's pretty cool. And let's see what's in here. Looks like just a bunch of snacks. We have lemon flavored cake. Pretty awesome. Gonna set that to the side. We have one of their spoons, and the spoon, never seen a spoon like this in MREs, gray color. Usually they're either black or a brown hue or wooden. But this one is gray, and it does seem like super high end, like nice quality. Doesn't look cheap at all. All right, so cool spoon. Pretty big, substantial, big boy size, just the way I like it. Gonna set it to the side. We have a whole pack of napkins, all right, or tissues. Actually, these are tissues, more or less. Very artistic, look very commercial and artsy fartsy, not very military-esque, but it is what it is. Gonna set that off to the side. We will open them and see the quality, but for now, just gonna show you guys everything that's contained. All right, these look like biscuits. So we have whole grain biscuits. Check this out. They look like a pack of condoms, right? But yeah, it's different. So always like to see things that are uncommon. This is pretty cool. Never seen biscuits like this. Can't wait to open those up. Then we have what looks like vitamin D3, D3, okay? Vitamin D is very good for you. I haven't taken my vitamins today. Gonna pop it right now. There goes the vitamin. All right, so vitamin D, very important, and I'm set. All right, then we have antibacterial wipes. We have 2 of them. Gonna open it up, see if it's any good. All right, so first thing is, looks like it's paper, so a little lower quality, you know, not like the cotton ones that don't rip, but the smell is nice. Why? Because it just smells maybe like a light lotion, doesn't smell like lemon or some kind of synthetic spray. No, very pleasant, almost just like a light lotion, if you will. So doesn't, you know, smell like an intense alcohol or anything. Quality, not the best, but the smell is A1, all right? So gonna set that to the side, throw it in the garbage bag. Guys, bear with me, long episode. We're opening everything up. We're gonna try everything, so buckle in. All right, we have apricot jam. We're gonna have that with the biscuits, and then we have a hazelnut spread. So basically like their version of a Nutella, hazelnut spread with choco flavor. All right, then we have another set of biscuits. These are fruit biscuits, so real nice. We have a little bit of wheat biscuits, fruit biscuits. I love the variety. We have a peanut butter. Nice to see Europeans eating peanut butter, or Scandinavians. Is that what the Dutch are? No, Europeans. Cereal bar. All right, nice. And then last but not least, a peppermint flavored chewing gum. We're gonna finish off with that. All right, guys, so yeah, nice quality resealable Ziploc bag so we could reuse them. Always a nice touch. 2 gums, all right? One is just a spearmint and one is a peppermint. So good, nice touch, guys. A little bit of this and that is always pleasant. And then we have a toothpick that I've never seen. Guys, check that out. Castroline. All right, let's open it up and see the quality. Just a little wooden toothpick, but look how it looks. All right. Very different from what I'm used to, and it's pretty nice, all right? Take a look, all right? And let's start getting to these foods. All right, so first we're gonna start with the chocolate muesli and their prune, almond, and seed porridge. Now, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be cold or hot water. Let's see. Add 240 milliliters boiling water. C packet for water line, stir, close, zip, wait for 5 minutes and eat. So we're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna get to this one because this one I could eat cold. All right, so gonna open it right up, and this is what it's looking like inside. All right, it looks like it already has the powdered milk in there. So I like it when it's milky, and that's a nice touch. That's how I prefer it. And there is a water line with arrows. I will show you guys in a second. Now this water is already hot, so we don't have to wait around for anything. Oh yeah, they say to stir it first. So let me stir that up. So it's nice that there are UK instructions. There's NL, which is the Netherlands, and then UK. So that's cool. I guess NATO partners makes sense. It's always nice for me. Now I do have a translator, but I don't have time for that. We're just gonna open everything up and eat it. We don't have to know and hang on to every single word written on all these products, all right? Okay, so it looks like everything is mixed, or most of everything is mixed in here. Kind of want to add a little bit more water even past the line, honestly, just because it looks thick in there, a little too thick. That's what she said. So yeah, gonna mix that up really nice. Oh, take a look. That's what it's looking like. Oh yeah, very milky. A little bit salty, which is nice with that, contrast the sweet milk with a little bit of salt is always a pleasure. Expires 2027, so looking real good for the Dutch. I mean, so far everything's going well. Nice gusseted pack. So we're gonna set this aside for 5 minutes. Let's see about this chocolate. Now, same deal. They want you to fill it to the line with water. In this one, it says cold or boiling water. I know they like to have their muesli cold abroad, so that's how we will do it. Guys, check it out. Almost looks like a breakfast cereal with the bits of chocolate pieces in there. So really nice. This one is gusseted as well, so it makes things convenient. Guys, must say, everything seems very well thought out in this ration, okay? As far as, the packaging, very convenient, almost like commercial products. If not, like, basically, these are commercial products. They seem very high quality, not cheap and industrial, all right? Probably should have mixed it first. Yeah, let's mix it up with the spoon. And you're supposed to eat this out the bag, so that's also convenient. You don't need any extra kind of containers and stuff like that. But I'm gonna put it in a bowl so we can see the consistency of everything, to see how everything looks. And looks like basically a chocolate cereal for breakfast. So the Western audience probably appreciates this very much, just because it reminds us of a breakfast cereal that we would have out here. That's what it reminds me of, at least. So take a look at that, almost like for children, which is cool, because if you're a soldier, you want a little bit of variety. You kind of want that, a little bit of taste of home, in my personal opinion. Not everything has to be like so serious. You don't have to eat freaking just plain porridge all the time. You could switch it up. All right, first bite going down. Take a look at that. Cheers. Really nice. So you get the oatmeal in there. You get little slithers of almond. You get that crispity, crunchy chocolate flavor, which is a really nice touch. Oh yeah. Although I used water, it's definitely milky from like a chocolate milk powder. Really nice. Out of any muesli that I've tried in military rations, I would say this is the most pleasant one. It literally tastes like I'm eating a Western breakfast cereal. All right, wouldn't change anything about this. Really nice. And there's two different kind of chocolates. We have that crunchy chocolate puffed rice cereal, and then as you can see, it has the little bits of chocolate chips and also the different kind of flakes. So nice quality, very diverse, not just one thing. Different textures. Really nice. Now, mind you, culturally, people eat different things. So there's plenty of people that are watching this and they can't believe somebody would eat something this sweet for breakfast, but they're not used to it. So of course they wouldn't like it. Me, I haven't eaten stuff like this in a long time, especially for breakfast, but this is not bad at all. Like I said, wouldn't change anything about this. 10 out of 10 for the muesli. All right. I'm gonna set this aside and move on to the next. All right, and let's see about this. This is the warm porridge. All right, so once again, ingredients are prunes, almonds, and seeds. Really interesting. And let's see what it's looking like. All right, so your typical like porridge looking thing. Really thick. All right, I'm glad I added just slightly a bit more water. All right, so definitely a consistency that I enjoy more. All right, when it's thicker like this, that's how I like it. And let me just scrape more out because there's a lot in here, but it's all stuck to the sides. Like I said, this is meant to be eaten out of the packet, but that's all right. Just want to show you guys how everything is looking. There it goes up close. Look at that. Nice thick porridge. All right, first bite going in. Cheers. Wow. Believe it or not, this one is actually sweeter than the previous one with the chocolate. The prunes make it very sweet and delicious and tasty. Has like a vanilla aftertaste. I actually prefer this one. Wow, really good. Wow, 10 out of 10 for the porridge. Never assumed that I'd like it. This literally tastes like if you went to a diner and ordered a porridge and paid for it. Really good. Sweet, but not like syrupy or over the top. Just sweet from like those prunes, I guess. You do see the little seeds, so different kind of textures in here. High quality, guys. So far as breakfast is concerned, I would say visually and the first two foods that I have tried, they taste commercial, like somebody paid a lot of money for this. Doesn't seem like an industrial military food. So real nice touch. Pleasantly surprised, because not gonna lie, when I first looked at the clear bag, I was like, this doesn't even look too military. It just, everything was in a packet like this, so not as appealing, I think, in my first perception, as like a canned, thick meal as opposed to like some kind of slop. But so far, guys, 10 out of 10 for the breakfast. Surprisingly very delicious. Really creamy, thick, sweet. You taste the different textures. Way better than that cold cereal that's Western that you would expect the American to like more. This actually tastes way better, in my opinion. Really nice. Guys, what I did notice is no coffee and no tea. Oh, that's why. I didn't open this one yet. Let's see what's in here. All right, so we have instant cocoa beverage powder. So it looks like a hot chocolate, all right, or cold chocolate. Instant coffee, there we go. Spoke too soon. All right, another instant coffee, so 2 coffees. And here we go, 3 coffees, okay? So definitely very nice, very westernized. They like their coffee. They're not scared of drinking coffee. They'll have 3 coffees a day, and that's cool with me. I'm a coffee drinker. We have a breakfast tea, so we're gonna have that right now. We have a lemon tea, and we have a green tea. Wow, they provide a lot. So awesome. I love the diversity. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs of sugar. Let me just double check. Sugar, 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 sugar. Okay, so all your beverages are set. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packets of little sugars. We have a spicy sauce even. Guys, this is amazing. Wow, the Royal Netherlands Armed Forces are set, guys. Wow, this is a nice touch. Another nice, good quality Ziploc bag. You can put stuff back in there, back in your pocket. Awesome. Pepper, salt, and 2 dehydrated instant soups. We have so much food. My mind is blown. I'm going to finish this. That's how amazing this is. Really, really enjoyed it. So awesome. If this is a 10, then I take back the last one. The last one, give it an 8.5. That much better. This is phenomenal. So far, so good. I hope this keeps going that way. All right. Let me move some stuff around. All right, garbage. Let's do this breakfast tea since it's meant to be for breakfast, right? Which one was that? This one, or here we go, breakfast tea. So it says just to dip it in, 95 degrees Celsius water, 2 to 3 minutes to steep. And this is the, it just says breakfast tea, cha breakfast. All right, nothing much to say other than that. So yeah, we got about a 2-minute wait for that. We'll set that aside. Then we have a green. We might as well do all the teas. Why not? Then we have the lemon flavor. Now, full disclosure, I'm not a tea drinker, so I'm not going to be the most descriptive person about tea because I only drink it when it's sick. When I'm sick. When it's sick. Guys, just came back from the gun range, had such an amazing time. Still have adrenaline pumping through me, so that's why perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself with words, but it is what it is. Had such a great time today on the gun range, shooting my AK-47, my Romanian Sugir Wasser 10, just in case anybody's interested in what I shoot. I shoot everything. I shoot AR-15s, but they're so good that they're boring. I prefer AK-47s. I have more fun shooting them, but I shoot everything. So yeah. All right. What else do we have? I don't know. We have the instant coffee. Jeez, I'm gonna run out of glasses. All right. Let's see about this chocolate beverage powder, and then let's see the instructions on this. Sugar, skim milk powder, reduced fat cocoa powder, salt, anti-caking agent, and a little bit of vanilla emulsifier. It doesn't say hot or cold, but I guess we'll go hot. So a lot of the chocolate powder in here. Look at that. Big old serving. Let's see about this. Where did I put that spoon? There it is. All right. So we're gonna try this chocolate and then jump ahead to eating some food because I know you guys are probably waiting on that. All right, let's see about this chocolate cocoa powder. Wow, so sweet, just the way I like it. Milky, okay, I'm not drinking dark chocolate. This is nice. Oh yeah, 10 out of 10. All right. Reminds me of Christmas. During the holidays, I usually drink my cocoa, and this tastes just like Christmas. Really good. Wouldn't change anything about this. Nice and smooth, not bitter, creamy. Absolutely delicious. All right. Where's that coffee? Instant coffee. So I did notice that we have no creamer, only sugar. So that's definitely a point to make. So it seems like the Dutch don't drink creamy coffee like I do. It is what it is. Cultural difference, all right? So that's what it's looking like, freeze-dried coffee. And I like freeze-dried coffee. Okay, doesn't bother me a bit. As long as it tastes good. I don't know where I misplaced that spoon with all this stuff around me. Where did I put the spoon? All right, I'm freaking going crazy here. I guess I'll have to pull out another spoon. Check this out, guys. This is my Hungarian set of cutlery that I just got with the little seal on it. There it goes again. And look at that. It even has a can opener and a bottle opener. Take a look. All right, and let's see about this coffee. Very straightforward. Not bad at all. Not as dark as a lot of people like it. I actually like it just the way it is, nice and smooth. For a black coffee, not the worst, but I don't usually drink it black, like I said, so not the best describer of a coffee that I don't normally drink. Let's see, with a pack of sugar. Helps just a little bit. We're gonna have it with this chocolate milk to make it, or this cocoa to make it a mocha. Guys, if you're in the Dutch military, let me know in the comments if you ever have it like this, if you ever mix it. Would like to know some of your anecdotes. Oh yeah, way different. You basically don't even taste the coffee anymore. So it's smooth and sweet, chocolatey. Way better. This is how I would drink it. All right, gonna set that aside. Gonna keep on going with some of these crackers now. So let's see what's in these crackers. We're gonna try, should we try the fruit ones? We're gonna try them all. So first, let's see about these, the biscuits, or whole grain biscuit. Now, in the United States, we would refer to this more like a, well, I guess maybe they would call this a biscuit, I don't know. But this is what it's looking like, all right? Very straightforward. Gonna crack it down the middle. Oh yeah, soft crack, all right? Not too crunchy. So this is more of a biscuit because it's not like as crispy and crunchy like a cracker. All right, that has like softness to it when you chew on it. Doesn't taste stale or anything. Just tastes like whole wheat, which is not the most delicious. Not too salty, not sweet at all. Just tastes like a whole grain. All right, kind of mealy when you chew on it. Wouldn't complain about it though. For being whole wheat, this is a nice touch. Just tastes like not cheap at all. Tastes like a good quality, healthy wheat biscuit. All right, I'm gonna set that aside. Let's see about this fruit biscuit. Considerably more of the fruit biscuits. I wonder why. Ooh. Wow, take a look at these. These are more like crackers. Okay, so we would kind of call these crackers. Maybe. Yep, nice and crunchy. Really nice. You have the dried fruit in there. I don't know what fruit they used. Whether that's like, it has salt, a little bit of salt. It has a little bit of sugar in there. Yeah, it's hard to read since it's not in English. I'm trying to decipher the language with words that kind of tapioca. Okay, here we go. English. Wheat, mixed spice salt, raising agent, tapioca starch, currants. All right, a little bit, contains traces of peanuts, nuts, and milk. Anyway, doesn't tell me much, but really nice. Tastes actually like on close to the delicious side, honestly. Good quality, doesn't taste dusty. Nice and sweet. This tastes like something to be enjoyed with tea. So let's get into the tea. All right, so this is the breakfast tea. Really nice and smooth, nothing negative to say about it at all. Would go great with these biscuits. Wow, surprisingly doesn't seem like it needs sugar or anything, so not much to say other than it's just like a nice, pleasant, smooth tea that goes really well with these biscuits. All right, let's see about this lemon tea. Oh yeah, really lemony and bright, not over the top, just like you squeezed in, half a lemon. So just a light lemon aftertaste, not overbearing and fake tasting, but actually really nice. Guys, so far we're on the road personally to determine this as one of the best rations that I've ever had. Maybe it's from my Western palate, but it tastes just like quality stuff that doesn't taste like military. This tastes like stuff that you would find in grandma's house. In my opinion, as far as the diversity, we have different teas, not the same tea all over, different beverages. We have the 2 different breakfasts. Really, really nice. We have the different crackers. None of them taste stale. None of them taste like cardboard. They smell like food and not like dust. Such a nice touch. Super pleasantly surprised. Like I said, did not expect it to taste this good. And this is the green tea. Also very nice. Doesn't taste like the fresh green tea that's almost bitter sometimes. No, really on the smooth side. Like I said, I'm not a tea drinker and I'm not even putting sugar in it, and it's good. So these biscuits go phenomenal with this tea. Pleasantly surprised. Really, really nice. Those of you who've been watching the channel know I don't sugarcoat things. I have no dog in the fight. There's no reason for me to like something, say something is good even though it's not. So I'm being completely 100% honest when I tell you how surprised I am, and this is actually delicious. All right, so let's try some of these spreads now. We have an apricot jam. Let's try the peanut butter. Then we're gonna move on to the main meals. All right, so I'm gonna put the spreads on top of this wheat. All right, this is what it's looking like. Also nice that it's in a squeezable bag. I don't need to use a knife to disperse it. Just boom, and here goes the apricot. So that's what it is. And right away I smell the brightness of that apricot fruit. Looks really good. Really nice. Way different than any apricots I've had before in rations. Almost taste something about it has like a European candy flavor. I can't really describe it, but it is bright. It's sweet, but not over the top. It's not like typically really, really intense, like syrupy. No, not at all. Just enough sweetness. And you can see it's a little bit on the runny side, but goes so well with this biscuit because it's soft, okay? So together, it's like a pleasant experience. Other rations, they have really hard biscuits. Like the Polish ones, they're good, but they're so hard that when you put like a jelly on it, it almost throws it off. It's like, it doesn't go well. But these, it's meant to be together. Really, really nice. And that's the last of the apricot jam. Wouldn't change anything about it. Phenomenal. All right? Gonna see about this hazelnut. Pleasantly surprised so far. All right, gonna open another one of these packets. Wow, guys, last one. I'm actually eating these freaking whole wheat crackers. That goes to show you how good it is, because why would I just be eating whole wheat? You know what I mean? But it goes down so quickly. The flavor is absolutely there. Now this hazelnut looks like it kind of separated because at first it was liquidy, now it's getting harder, but that's fine. That's what it's looking like up close. Wow, so good. Doesn't taste cheap at all. All right, really delicious and savory. Like the balance of chocolate and hazelnut flavor is there, and it's just right. It doesn't taste like too much of one or the other. All right, just perfect balance. And I don't even like Nutella like that, but I could freaking appreciate this so much. I don't know if it just pairs so well with this like semi-soft biscuit, but it's just really pleasant. All right, also wouldn't change anything about this. So far, the Dutch are winning. This is blowing my mind. Wow. Real nice. Whoops, gonna have that with this. Wow, so good. Like I said, don't even taste the coffee in there anymore. Maybe just like the slightest 1% hint of coffee. And the rest is like a sweet, delicious cocoa. All right, gonna move this mess aside. Sorry about the spill, guys, but got a lot going on here. All right, and oh, look at that. We still gotta try the peanut butter. All right, let's run that back. I'm gonna open up the peanut butter. Now let's see how the Dutch do peanut butter. Peanut butter is great because it's a lot of fat, a lot of calories. All right, so it's usually very popular in military rations, but only in countries where they actually have peanut butter. All right, so here it is, as you can see, very liquidy at first. Squeeze, then it gets a little more dense. Wow, really nice. You taste the roasted peanuts in there. Such high quality flavor of peanut butter. Actually really nice. Doesn't look as synthetic as like a fake peanut butter that it's just like this one solid color. You actually see little bits of like little like darker brown, you know, peppered little pieces. So it's like, it gives you like the sense of actually eating peanuts mixed in there. Really, really amazing. Sorry about the mess. Let's clean it up before we get into the next food. And I must say, guys, so far, this is probably the most delicious ration that I've ever had, personally. Everything has been hitting. Everything has been like a 8.5 or higher in quality. Honest to God. You know, but keep in mind, you know, everybody's different. So everybody likes other things. And also, you know, some days people feel more hungry than others. And I don't know, just for some reason, everything is hitting really well. All right, let's go to start heating up some of these foods. What else do we have here? Wow, this is cake. We'll save the cake for later. We have the instant soup. So time for some soup. Luckily, I have more bowls today. Dehydrated instant soup. And it's just a vegetable instant broth, okay? So take a look. Not much more to say. Now, they have a picture of this being poured into a cup and just drank, which makes the most sense, but I only have one glass. And I'm gonna save that for the beverages, all right? So it looks, so here we have it. It looks like moisture perhaps has gotten in there. And you smell that intensity of like the bouillon, all right? So it just smells like a chicken bouillon. Very nice smell, all right? Almost like cup of noodles or something like that. Oh, almost used cold water. Let's see, just a little bit of that hot water. And first glance, it looks like they used like little diced, dehydrated peppers in there because they're orange in color. So it looks like some kind of seasoning, like maybe like little speckles of like an Italian kind of seasoning, because it looks like little baby green branches, if you will. We're gonna let that heat up a little more. And then there's a curry soup. So we have a vegetable broth and a curry soup. Talk about diversity, how nice. Now this was $80, so pretty penny for a ration, but usually foreign rations, 24 hours, you know, over 4,000 calories, they're roughly around 80 bucks up to like 150 some. I just ordered a Belarusian ration, $150. And the crazy thing is, this is the second time I ordered it, because the first one was opened up by the United States Customs in JFK, you know, Department of Homeland Security or whatever. They opened it up and took out all the main meals. So basically it made everything pointless to review, you know, since it was missing the main meals. So I'm gonna try it again. All right, so let's see about this curry soup. That's what it's looking like in color. Not much to say, just like typical soup. Not any chunks in here or nothing, just a broth to drink. All right, let's see about this. Very nice. Salty, savory, has just a hint of curry, not over the top. So pleasant. Really, really nice in flavor. Would be nice if there was some like noodles in here. But this is probably just meant to drink, replenish your salt. Wouldn't change anything about it other than hopefully it'd be nice if there was noodles, but whatever. I mean, it's delicious flavor. And I don't even like curry like that, but it's just right. Okay, it's seasoned very well. So whoever designed this menu definitely like cares, and they try to like make sure that the stuff is actually delicious and pleasant for the soldier. Not just, you know, oh, looking at the numbers, okay, this has enough calories, then let's send it. No, they wanted the experience to be pleasant. You can tell in the it's in the details, it's in the flavor. All right, so take a look at this broth. Now this looks more like a soup and the curry looks more like a broth, just because you do have little bits floating around in here. And let me show you guys up close. It looks kind of like little bits of peppers, maybe little bits of onions. And let's give this a try. Oh yeah, super salty, really nice. I could add more water to dilute it. Really flavorful, even more flavor than the previous one. Wouldn't change anything about it. Yep, we got bits of like what looks like maybe even little carrots. I don't know, hard to tell. But really nice and pleasant, especially for sipping on in a cold day. Good stuff. Gonna set that aside and move along. There's so much food here, guys. And the cool thing about it is all different. All right, so I did notice that we don't have any like heating elements. So that's weird. I don't know if this is supposed to be eaten cold. Instructions for use. If required hot, place unopened pouch in boiling water for 12 minutes or 15 minutes in a combi steamer with steam. All right, so we're gonna just boil some water real quick. Boom, I have the British field stoves, okay? And they're basically the same exact as the Dutch, all right? The Dutch copied the British, and that's fine because that's how good these stoves are. So we're gonna boil some water and heat it up the way they want you to. Oops. And yeah, oops. Bear with me, guys. If these things happen, it is what it is. All right. This is only like my third time using this, but comes in handy. We're gonna boil some water real quick. All right, so we're gonna put these packs. I'm gonna put 2 packs. Which one is bigger? They're both, I guess they're both the same maybe. One is a tad bigger. And we're gonna heat both of them. Let's see the pasta instructions. Yeah, heat in water. So they want you to boil these packets. Probably if I do one at a time is better. We're just gonna deal with what we have on hand, all right? So not the most ideal way of heating this up, but ooh, serious flames. All right, hopefully nothing explodes in my face. We're gonna, oh, that went out. Sounds aggressive. All right, so while that's heating up, we're gonna get into more of these foods. I don't want you guys to wait forever. All right, let's try this whey 100, whey protein. And it says just to add water and shake, so probably soldiers would put this in their canteen. Although the problem is with putting in the canteen, then all your beverages have like a residual aftertaste. So not the biggest fan of doing it that way. Let's see how it is and if it mixes well in here. All right, not the nice prettiest color, just looks like this some kind of creamy white with little bits of like, almost looks like little pepper in there, so that's weird. Guys, full disclosure, I got some protein reviews coming up for those of you that have been following my channel since watching protein reviews. The reason why I kind of fell back with that is because it's so expensive to buy like 10 proteins, like $500, and honestly, I'll never make that money back. I spend way more money on this channel than I actually make. So for me, financially, it's not the smartest thing, but I have been getting a lot of requests of more protein reviews. So we'll probably start bringing that into rotation. Let me know in the comments what you think about reviewing proteins. All right, let's try this one. Vanilla going down. Tastes like a protein powder. No chemical aftertaste at all. Tastes like creamy vanilla. Honestly, pleasantly surprised. Nothing wrong with it at all. From a 1 to a 10, it's a solid 8. Just like an old-fashioned vanilla cream. Nice and smooth and no chemical aftertaste, just like a protein powder. Really surprised. Okay, was expecting it to taste cheap and terrible. That is not the case. So pleasantly surprised once again. Wow. We have so much more food here, guys. We have 2, 3, 4 isotonic beverages. So we're gonna have 1 orange, 1 lemon, and 1 exotic. All right, just want to give you guys the rundown of what's next. We have a cereal bar. We have the lemon cake, lemon flavored cake, and we still have another main meal to heat up. All right, gonna just flip this over. Ooh, that's getting hot. Oops, don't want anything falling. It's doing its magic though. All right, so I ran out of glasses. Guys, bear with me, hold on, and I gotta clean about 3 glasses. Clean glasses for the isotonic. Guys, it looks like this one's ready. The water's been boiling. This is super hot. Gonna throw in the Mexican pasta. As you can see, the water is freaking boiling, steaming. So, all right, let's see what's inside packet number 1. This is the Italian pasta. Ingredients: pasta, tomato paste, carrots, red bell peppers, sunflower oil, spices, fried onions, salt, sugar, yeast extract. Yeah, mixed beef. Here we go. That's what it's looking like. And of course, the soldier would eat this straight out the packet. But I want to present everything all nice and pretty. Wow. Take a look at this, guys. Substantial portion. Looks like macaroni. Elbow macaroni is what we call it. We have some beef. We have little bits of carrots up in here. Looks very appealing. Smells pretty good. Take a look up close. All right, gonna have it with an isotonic. Why not? Let's go with the lemon here. And you're supposed to also do this in the packet, but we want a better presentation since we're at home. Okay, and might as well mix the orange. That way I could do it back to back. Why not? So that is the orange. Boom, boom, boom. And lastly, let's do this exotic quote unquote flavor. No idea what this is. Smells fruity. Ooh, look, creamy orange color. All right, almost like a peach looking color. There we have it. We have one more lemon, but we'll see. Oh no, this is the grapefruit. Sorry guys. So this is the grapefruit, this is the orange, and this is their exotic. So I believe by exotic they mean tropical, because I get like this pineapple smell. And I'm gonna flip this over and let's get to trying this. All right. First bite going down. We have quite substantial portion, like I said, lots of beef. Let's go. Cheers. Not bad at all. You do taste the different textures. The actual pasta is nice. It's not just like falling apart, so you do get like the different contrasts and textures. And you do get like a beefy taste, all right? Almost like a pulled boiled beef. Very well seasoned. Now what's different between this and other rations that have similar foods is you could actually taste the different contrasts of food. It doesn't have all one flavor. You could separate the taste of the beef, the carrots, and the elbow pasta. Also, the nice aspect of this, it doesn't taste like Chef Boyardee or like this chemical aftertaste. But I'll be honest, this is not the best food, or it's just not my personal favorite. From a 1 to a 10, I'll give this a 7. All right, just not crazy about it. There's nothing wrong per se, but I never liked like this kind of slop, if you will. I like food where I could actually like chew more, okay? And this is basically not too much chew to it. You know, it's a slop at the end of the day. But yeah, nonetheless, not bad at all. A solid 7. All right, and better than any United States ration that tastes like Chef Boyardee and like industrial and chemical flavors. This has none of that. So yeah, not bad at all. Yep, would have this again, but like I said, just nothing about it to like write home about. That's the only thing. All right, gonna try the second one. Let's see about these beverages. All right, this is exotic. Ah, so delicious. Basically, this is like one of them, like dole, like pineapple, banana, kind of tropical fruit beverage. So that's what they meant by exotic. Really nice and pleasant, not syrupy and over the top, but it is sweet, just not crazy sweet. So really nice. I feel like tropical beverages are a good contrast to foods like this that are like heavy and savory. It feels like you're cutting down that grease, you know, all that meat and stuff. So real nice touch, really delicious. All right, let's see about this grapefruit. Or no, this is, I'm sorry, this is orange. Really nice. Okay, tastes like a tang. Again, not over the top sweet, just right. All right, wouldn't change anything about it. Really nice. I do like the exotic more though. Has more of like a banana, a banana and pineapple flavor. All right, gonna see about this Mexican style tuna with pasta. And I'm always a little bit wary of any rations that have fish in it. For some reason, I've never been impressed by any kind of rations with any type of canned fish or, you know, packeted fish, but we'll see about this one. Now, I must say, definitely looks very appealing. Visually, in my eyes, this looks really delicious, all right? We have the beautiful, you know, dark burgundy beans. We have that tuna smell, and it smells nice like canned tuna. You know, not over the top, like really intense fishy. No, just like a slight canned tuna smell. We have that beautiful corn. We have yellow peppers, orange peppers, and we have very nice pasta. Okay, so really appealing. Also very sizable portion. So very nice. Just gonna put a little bit, just a tad bit of salt. Salt usually brings out more of that flavor. And I did use all the pepper, so too bad for that. So yeah, like I said, so this is definitely pretty in my personal opinion. Looks visually appealing, and you know what they say, we eat a lot with our eyes, and so this is definitely making me salivate. All right, it definitely looks proper. All right, first bite going in. Cheers. Really nice. Better than the last one, okay? More complex, all right? Not only is it more complex in flavors because you taste the separate, you know, of the corn, the little sweetness of the corn and that high fiber kind of like earthy flavor from the beans. You get that fishy taste from the tuna, but not over the top fishy, not like herring or something like that. Really nice. And the pasta too, it's perfect, like al dente. It's not like just falling apart in your mouth. No, you actually get to chew on it. So nice experience. But with this, I'll give this like a 8, you know? And honestly, I ate so much before I even got to these meals. So you gotta understand why maybe I'm ranking them maybe slightly lower than somebody else would. Maybe if I had this first thing when I sat down, I would rank it maybe one number higher. That's quite the possibility. I'm only human, you know what I mean? So take that for what it's worth. Really nice. Like I said, good chew to it. The corn actually has like that little bit of burst to it. As you can see, the corns are quite kind of like plumpy, all right? So not like overcooked or anything like that. Actually have like substance to them when you bite into them. So really nice experience. The Dutch, they do a phenomenal job. Definitely surprised. And also, I like the huge contrast. You know, this is fish, tuna, that's beef. So just like diverse all across the board, all the different beverages. It's just like A1. This is This is one of the best rations I've ever had. Even though perhaps these aren't the best main entrees I've ever had, just the overall quality, completely surprised about it. Really, really good. All right, let's see about this grapefruit. Really nice because it's not like bitter and it's not overly citrusy. It's just a beautiful balance of a sweet grapefruit, okay? Almost like a pink grapefruit, just that the color isn't pink, obviously, but so pleasant because it is sweet but not syrupy. So the beverages are phenomenal. Gonna move on. Oh, we got spicy sauce. Let's see what, if we're gonna have spicy sauce with the beef, maybe some with this. Why not? First, I'm gonna try it on its own and see what kind of spicy sauce. Not bad at all. It's almost like a Tabasco. Ingredients: water, salt, vinegar, modified starch, spices, thickening agents, etc., etc. So I'm gonna pour some on this. That's so cool. Most rations will never have hot sauce. The Americans do have Tabasco, but the food is crappy. So the level of food here is a lot better, okay? And you have hot sauce. So much to learn here. For other countries, they should definitely take notice. Yeah, the hot sauce is delicious, adds more depth to it, a little more complex. Absolutely love this, so pleasantly surprised, can't stress that enough. Sorry I keep repeating myself, but wow, the hot sauce goes so well with this beef. Literally leveled this up. It doesn't change much with this one. Yeah, I'll give it 0.5% more with the spice. This one, I give it a whole entire one up. So I give this a solid 8 now. It just goes very well together. Match made in heaven. That spice goes really nice with the beef. Good stuff. Wow, I'm so full. I almost never say that. Guys that have been watching me know I could put it down. I eat quite a lot, but this is probably the most I've felt full. And I don't feel gross. Like a lot of times when I eat these 24-hour rations, when I'm done, I'm just like, and yeah, I feel full, but I feel full on food that was actually good. So nice touch. All right, gonna finish it off strong with this lemon pound cake maybe. So here's what it's looking like. It comes in a waxed paper. It looks like it fell apart just a little bit, but that's fine. It looks moist, okay? So that's always a nice touch. Even though this is military rations, it still has moisture to it, as you can see. So nice density. Smells like a strong vanilla lemon kind of deal. Let's go. Moist and dense pound cake. Really good. Okay. I don't want you guys thinking I'm lying, but I'm so surprised. Literally, as we go, everything tastes like it's not military food, okay? This is stuff that like you would get in a cafeteria in high school. That's the quality, in my personal opinion. Really nice. It would be nice if it had like more depth to it. It just tastes like lemon pound cake, but it's good lemon pound cake. All right, so really nice. And we're gonna finish it off with the cereal. Oh, we still have 2 different types of gum. We have the peppermint and we have the spearmint. They have so much options here. Wow. If you're gonna join the military for the food, you better join the Dutch. Freaking mind-blowing. All right, we have a cereal bar. Same deal, look at it. For a cereal bar, you can just tell by the way it looks that it's a good quality. You see the glisten to it. So it has like that oiliness to it, okay? Look, it doesn't just break and it's not dusty. Look at that. So you could tell the quality is nice. It doesn't look dry. It's been in my house for a year, okay? And for it to look like this, and I don't care if they use chemicals whatever. As long as it tastes good for a soldier that's out in the field, because there's nothing healthy about shooting firearms, inhaling all that spent, carbon from the bullets and stuff. You're gonna get that in you. The situation isn't pleasant. It's not good for your hearing, etc., etc. So what's a little bit chemicals in food gonna do? As long as it tastes good, that's all that matters, in my opinion. Very chewy, flavorful. I mean, it's a cereal bar, so how good can it be, But for a cereal bar, it's on the upper echelon of quality and taste. From a 1 to a 10, I give this like a 7.5 on its best day, but I've never rated a cereal bar a 10 anyway. So yeah, really nice. Wouldn't change anything about it. Actually, not gonna lie, it would be nicer if it had raisins in it or something more fruity to break up just like the sweet flavor, because it just tastes like a sweet chewy cereal. It'd be nice if you could bite into like a bright fruit that kind of like tartans, has some tartness to it, like some pineapple or some cranberry. That would be the best if it had cranberry. So that's what I could say about that. All right, let's see about this peppermint chewing gum. So we have 2 chiclets. That's what it's looking like. And my nose gets runny when I'm full. I guess that's my body telling me to shut it down. So pardon the sniffles. Really good flavor. However, there's no outer crunch. It'd be better if I had a nice pleasant crunch when you bite into it. But the flavor is good because it's not over the top. It's not like toothpaste. It actually tastes like a sweet, pleasant peppermint gum. And let's see about this spearmint. Like I said, the different options, freaking mind-blowing. I love it. All right, spearmint. This one tastes like it had more of an outer shell, but not as good as it can be. As far as the taste, 10 out of 10. Tastes like good quality spearmint. Not like toothpaste and super strong, just right. Wouldn't change much about it other than it would be nicer if the outer shell had a crunch, guys. If you stayed around for this long, thank you so much for watching till the end. I appreciate you guys very much. Guys, let me know in the comments if you want me to bring back reviews of protein powders, if you want me just to stick to the rations and the MREs. Guys, without further ado, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, signing off.